Gaga and Jerry faff about him. Seaman.
I need you to let me out of this tank. It's important.
Oh God.
Really, really important. Can you let me out, please?
Alright, I'll just press the let you out button.
Please. If I am released, I give you my word that I will keep all your secrets. You see, there are some things I need to do. What do you say?
Go on then.
I know it sounds odd, but I must keep evolving. I have to keep growing so I can find my long-lost love again.
What?
It's
you
been
were
a
born
long,
in
long
here.
time. You see, my father was the king of Egypt back in its 3rd dynasty, and my lover's father was a priest in the temple. Oh, we were young and both swept away by the passion. I'm sure you understand. Oh, my dear, sweet love. She was the most beautiful creature imaginable, but neither of our fathers would approve our marriage because of our class differences.
And the fact that I was talking
When we
fish.
insisted we be allowed to marry, her father consulted the god Thoth and asked him to help. Thoth granted her father's request for help and changed our physical forms.
Oh, okay.
And we've been apart ever since. And I have to continue evolving so that I can be reunited with her in another few thousand years. So you'll help me get out, right?
No!
I already have a plan how to get out. See that ring over the tank?
Oh, he's gonna get to the hoop.
I'm going to jump for it.
Hey.
When I give you the signal, I need you to say jump.
Okay.
Understand?
No! I want you forever. I think your love is dead. Oh. 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 Is he going to get on that rock? Oh, wow. He's on the rock.
Oh, he's gonna try.
Okay. Now.
Jump.
Whoop.
No, he missed. I suspect he's going to have to try this a few times.
Oh, like when you had
Push
to
the
get him
rock.
to push the rock.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have riddles.
You alright? You alright?
You okay? Hello? He's not.
Oh, is he gonna try again?
You alright? Hello?
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it! This is very serious! I have to
Gonna try again?
evolve to find my love from Egypt. So they're Egyptian people that were transformed into Seamans. Apparently. That or he's just gone crazy. Have you gone crazy? He's not actually responding to anything now. So what's this one gonna do then? Have you gone crazy?
I'm sorry too. Now give me a kiss.
Mwah.
You know, I'll bet you're not really interested in talking politics.
Not really.
And I'll bet you're wishing I'd just shut up and talk about sex or something you're really interested in.
Like more sex.
But of course you should be interested in politics, considering that's what you do for a living. Of course, it's just as likely that you care more about sex, your biology considered. But this is something I should be asking you. Are you interested in politics?
No.
So you're not interested in politics, is that right?
Yes.
Ah, it figures. But you know what? I'm still not going to talk about sex today because there must be some political issue you're interested in.
Yeah. The politics
Well,
of sex.
What about violence in video games?
Oh, here we go.
That's turning into a bigger and bigger political issue every time some poor, disturbed kid decides to take his aggressions out on his schoolmates instead of video game characters. There
Very
are
topical.
politicians in your government that want to decide what kinds of games you can and
like
can't
Columbine
play.
or something like that.
They want
Yeah.
to censor your games. I don't know whether that's a good or bad thing for other games, but for me, they'll probably try to make me put on some underwear. And you wouldn't want to see that.
Well, I don't really want to see your penis anyway. They'd have to put pants on your head.
Yeah.
I love how some of the stuff in this game is still relevant. Let's talk about sex, baby. Ah, I didn't get it. I'm not doing that again. Let's talk about you and me.
Let's talk about
He's ignoring it. he's making me embarrass myself for nothing.
You know, when your country needs to decide something like whether to raise or lower taxes, let women make a choice about having children, or if gay people deserve to be treated the same way as everyone else, why does it have to be so complicated? It used to be so much simpler. A king, or maybe an emperor or a pharaoh would say, "Do it this way," and that would be that. No elections, no
What about your
debates,
Egyptian
no
king?
lobbyists, no congressional subcommittees, no endless legal battles. Ah, those were the days.
Except for the fact
Why
that
do
I've
you
got
suppose
terms,
your system is so complicated? Do you think it's done this way to give everyone a say in government?
No.
I see. Your system of government is actually set up for exactly the opposite purpose. To make sure the people, that's you, don't get enough power to screw things up. So, let's see. Do you know what the Electoral College is?
What?
No.
No.
Somebody hasn't been doing his homework. When you vote for a president, you're not actually voting to pick the next president. You're voting to pick a person to go to something called the Electoral College, and they pick the next president. It's a safety device that your founding fathers put in so that the people, that's you, don't get too close to actual power.
I
Because
probably
they
would have known
didn't
that if I
trust
was,
you, you see.
American.
How about checks and balances? Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Yes? Lying.
Well, good for you. They probably taught you in school that there are three branches of government: the president, the Congress, and the court system. And the system of checks and balances ensures that
what
no
it is, I'm
one
gonna explain
branch
it
of
anyway.
government can become too strong. Know why your founding fathers did that? So if the people tried to actually do something, let's say by electing a president they wanted, Congress and the Supreme Court could still stop them from messing things up.
What's he up to?
So what you have is a system designed to stop people like you from having a say in the government. It's just hidden a lot better than it would be in a kingdom or an empire. You should have just stuck with your kings. It's a lot simpler that way, you know. You could have had a smooth transition from King George III of England to King George Washington of Vermont. It would have saved a lot of money on printing costs, at least.
Only England has
Well,
things,
I'm
apparently.
all talked out.
Yeah, not
I'll
like
see you
Sweden or like Netherlands or anything like that.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the laboratory of Jean-Paul Gasset. Very well. The frogman has completely metamorphosized into frog form. He may appear somewhat grotesque, but once you get used to him,
That's alright, he's always
he
been
looks rather
grotesque.
cute. No, really.
I
Did
knew
you
you could
notice
think that
Frogman
anymore.
trying to reach the ring hanging from the ceiling? Perhaps this holds the key to the next step in Seaman's development.
Feed me this instant or I'll die.
Just use up all the larvae first, eh?
Well, I don't even think they're going to need them at this rate. Whoa, frame rate just dropped.
Ugh. Ouchie up my nose.
Oh.
So hungry. This is your last chance. And mine. So hungry. This is your last chance. And mine. Give me something to eat. I'm starving. I'm going to die
eat your
if I don't
sloth
eat
caterpillar.
right now.
There.
Oh, good. Food.
That's a Walton notice.
It's like manna from heaven.
Oh.
I'm starving to death here. Give me something. Anything. Have a heart. A morsel of food is all I ask.
It's there. Where I'm pointing and
Oh,
flicking.
you villain!
Yum, food.
There. There you go. Oh, got it.
That was damned yummy.
Mmm. Nothing
Don't
like a
swear.
puss. Yeah, nothing like
You're
a puss
welcome.
muffy.
Whoop. He's doing it now.
All right. Remember what I told you before about jumping to freedom to find my lost love?
Oh, okay.
Well, I've gotten up the nerve, and I think I'm ready to try it again. So when I say now, say the word jump, okay? Here I go.
Jump.
Up he gets.
Here goes. Now.
Jump. Jump.
Oh.
Oh, he failed again.
Why don't you spray me with a little water? It's too dry in here.
How big are these now?
Oh, I hate it when you do this.
Well, apparently they're
Masher.
fully
Masher!
grown now.
Are you
Oh
crazy?
god, I can
Put me
imagine
down.
how big they
Let
are.
me
like,
go, you
it's
jerk.
my hand.
Stop. Grab.
Yeah, I can
Must
imagine.
be like bullfrogs or something.
Yeah. Oh, what's that up
Maybe they're like maybe they're Mexican staring bullfrogs
to? Yeah.
from
They
Sri
do-
Lanka.
They do stare a lot. Let's talk.
Jump.
No, if I dance, you'll try to stuff money in my panties.
I didn't say dance, but that was a good response anyway, so I don't care. Dance.
Talk is overrated.
So when I say talk, he thinks I say dance, and when I say dance, he thinks I say talk.
Okay, very.
Talk.
No. Oh, do you mean sexually?
Sexual
You know,
talk.
over the centuries, human beliefs have ranged a wide berth.
Oh, we might start asking
All
about
sorts of
religion.
people argue incessantly about their idols, their
Yeah.
gods.
Yes, get
And
that one
now
out
it
of
seems
the way
that people
Yeah,
have
some
narrowed it
politics.
down to only a few. You
Anyone
being the
else?
human I'm the closest to, I'd really like to know what you think of this subject. More exactly, do you believe in a god or gods or some sort of supreme being?
No.
So you think there's no god, is that right?
Yes. Except for you.
Apparently, not everybody needs to think of themselves as small and weak compared to some larger force. Maybe you get all the strength you need from inside yourself. That's interesting.
Use that as inspiration for jumping at the hoop.
I can certainly understand your skepticism regarding a higher power, but I've noticed that many people don't believe in a god, yet still consider themselves spiritual people. You know, they meditate, they try to be true to
Oh, I like-
themselves. It's
Oh,
all
like
pretty
Buddhists.
interesting, I think. Would you say you're very spiritual?
No.
Really? You know, Plato once said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." But perhaps he was mistaken, eh? Some people consider themselves spiritual, some do not. Perhaps all beings, fish and humans alike, should acknowledge their
Humans.
spirituality and look into themselves. At the least, it seems that they'll be all the wiser by simply having thought about it. Get your meat hooks off me.
meat hooks.
What if I pick you up and then throw you towards the hoop?
I don't think you can do that.
Nah, that's too advanced.
All right. You've given me plenty to ponder, but here's what I really want to know. What my questions have been leading up to. Ready? I want you to think about this and give me a serious answer. Do you think you're a good person?
Yes.
So, you think you're a good person, hmm?
Yes.
Is that so? Politicians like you often complain that your society would be more ethical if more humans were religious. And yet, even though you don't belong to any organized religion, you consider yourself a good person. Perhaps you're different than most in your profession.
Next time, just actually acknowledge my job properly. I would like to play this game one time and it just gets everything right, but that's never going to happen. It's going to mess up on something really important like job, not again.
After everything you've told me about yourself, I think I already know how you feel on this subject, but I still want to ask
we're about to go there.
Do you think religion makes the world a better place or a worse place?
Worse.
Worse?
Well, it's not a particular shock that
Bit
you
of a
could
grey
take
area,
or
to be
leave the
honest.
whole
Yeah.
faith thing.
Depends on
Well,
the religion.
how about this then? Let's say there were only one religion in the world. Would the world be a better or worse place?
No idea. Worse.
So you think the
Diversity.
world would be worse off if there were only one religion?
Yes.
I think I agree with you there. The world would be a lot less interesting if everyone were carbon copies of one another.
Yeah.
Well, as I'm sure you've guessed, I find the whole institution of religion quite confounding. Most humans run around like they're masters of the world, while at the same time bowing down to a higher power that's supposed to make life better. On top of that, most people can't even agree on who or what the higher power is, so they argue and fight over it and bring about a lot of misery and heartbreak in the name of something that is supposed to bring people joy. I just don't get it. And quite frankly, just thinking about it gives me a headache, so I'm going to go away and try and figure it all out.
Maybe you should
I'll
try and
talk to you
evolve
later.
and find out.
Greetings, and welcome back. You're doing a good job. At the moment, the habitat contains
I hate to say,
2
like,
frogmen.
almost over.
They are suffering from the cold.
Do they have
Please
Seaman
use the
in
heater
the
to
Star
raise the
Trek
temperature
universe?
to a more comfortable level.
Probably.
So let us head over to the tank.
Like anything that's on par with that dog in the unicorn costume,
Yeah.
like there was in that one episode.
Yeah, they just
Not
get...
that I watch Star Trek, but I do know about that.
Yeah. Well, there's another episode where they just get this giant trout and they put a little man mask on it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's try this again.
Oh.
You know the drill. When
thought it
I
was the
give
other
you
one
the
that was in
cue,
this.
say jump. All right?
Well, it was the other one.
Let's
but
go.
never mind. Seems to trade places now. That's weird. Because they both seem to share the same mind.
Mm.
Wink. Wink. Wink.
Happy?
Okay.
And you to
Now.
jump.
Jump. Jump.